Learning to let go as a basis for forgiveness. Many times we've been told to forgive, but life is so full of codes. And when you sit and you analyze and you meet some of these words we have created as human beings, if you are able to see the light, then it's better to help others. A lot of suffering comes from lack of forgiveness. It starts with us, actually, that we fail to forgive, understanding. Forgiving, if you to put it apart, it's like for somebody, for something, to give something. So what are we trying to give? Before you can give understanding, you have to understand. Before you can give mercy, you have to be merciful. And another thing, you can't heal others, you can't save others when you yourself are still a prisoner. You must have what you are giving out. So in this case, it's a journey we all have to take if we are to thrive and really evolve as souls on this journey. Because most of us forgot why we are here, we forgot what we are up to, and we seem to be attaching to everything we meet. We seem to be taking other people's opinions, including mine. I implore you not to make sense of anything I'm saying unless it meets with your soul and gives you a greater understanding that if you can let something go and be as it is, because that is your reality. When one wise man, the Christ, said that, know thy truth and it will set you free. When you recognize what is before you, that's your truth. And the truth will change in different circumstances. So there is no absolute truth. The only absolute truth that we all have is that we were born into this life and we are going to die one day. So between that time, we have different truths. So know that truth and then work on it. From that, make peace within yourself. If you've made peace, having let things be as they are, because you can't change reality. No one has done that. Once something has happened, you have to either argue with the fact or you have to surrender and give up and let it be what it is. When you give up the control and you give up the power and you give up the knowing, then from that surrender will come a next step of how to go about what the issue is. Life in general is suffering unless you learn to let go and let be, starting with yourself. We plan so many things, but as we plan, life is planning as well, much as we are part of life, but it is beyond just us. Life is bigger than all of us as human beings. There is so much we don't know. There is so much we can't control. There is so much we can't understand. So the little you can understand, let that be your light. Let it be your torch. And our understanding is different. But if you look at somebody else and you choose to follow them, know that at one point, at one time, you will be back to ground zero and confused. But if you sit with yourself and you learn thyself well, you know what type of soul you are. You know what type of mind you carry. You know what type of body you are in. Then, above it all, you know what your values and your character is or are. Then there is hope, because it's the hope that keeps us going, and it's the mark that shows us whether we are falling behind or we are going forward or ahead. Today, I wanted to just remind you that for an easier and simpler life, learn to let go. Learn to let things be what they are. Learn to let people be who they are, because that is your truth. You can't argue with the truth. You're already beaten, so you just have to know, how do I navigate? How do I move forward with the truth before me? And that will keep making your life lighter. Lighter will give you joy. Joy will give you happiness, adventure, and growth. May we all remember, may we all have joy, may we all be free. Happy journey to you.